Take the hit, take the hit, take the hit. Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit. You're here with Mick and Joff, and we are doing our double game week 29 preview. It's happened. It is here. It is officially announced. Double game week 29. Arsenal and Manchester City will play twice this game week, Joff. It's getting crazy up in here.
It's insane.
So we're going to be talking about that today, aren't we? We're going to be talking about double game weeks, talking about what we're going to do, how we're going to handle it, Joff. Joff, how are you doing, mate? You ready for this shit?
Oh, I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. I mean, I'm a bit shocked over the game week 29. You know, all of a sudden, just like, boop, here you go, have a double game week, guys. But yeah, why not? You know, I'm not sure if I'll make any moves, but we'll talk about that later.
Ooh, controversial. Very good, mate. Let's get into form focus, Job. We are looking at the focus, the most players, the players that are in the best form. They're ready. They're firing. They're hot, Job. They're hot property. Who you got? Who's hot?
I mean, I think we've got to talk about Calvert-Lewin. I know they've got a bit of a tricky run of fixtures, Everton, but I mean, he's kind of turning into fixture proof. He scored in his 5 of his last 6 games, and he easily could have had a double if that goal wasn't ruled out at the end there. So it's just, I don't know, man. I'm really I'm warming up to DCL. I think probably maybe about 8 or 9 game weeks ago, I was like, oh no, he's got to prove himself. Well, he's done it. He's proved himself, and Ancelotti's brought out the best in this kid. So good on you. I'm wrapped for. I love when young kids can kind of just thrive, and pretty happy with this kid. And what about yourself? Who you got in form focus, Mick?
Just on that, Job, I think it's an absolutely great shout. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he's really filled out this season. I think it's his breakout season, clearly. So yeah. I'm loving that. And I mean, just a quick look at his stats, 16 goal attempts, 16 of those in the box, best in the league in the last 4 game weeks.
Pretty crazy.
That's huge.
Pretty crazy.
So just a quick one on that one. So I love it. For me, it's Matt Doherty, Job. It's Matt Doherty. I brought him in this week. For a -4, very happy with those 12 points, goal assist. But the thing with this guy at the moment, he's just a predator. He's got me banging the Doherty drums, Job. But the thing with this guy, he's attacking. He's creative. He's crosses. He's so dangerous. He's had 7 goal attempts in the last 4 game weeks, Job. That's right there, just behind Matt Ritchie and Alonso, who have both had 10 in the last 4.
He's a menace, man. He bombards forward, man.
It's crazy. I love what I'm seeing from him. He's 4 of his shots have been in the box. That's a league high for any defender in the last 4.
Pretty crazy.
Matt Doherty is just he's such a good price. 6.2 million, unbelievable form for Wolves. Joffrey, take us into your top transfer for double game week 29.
Yeah, true. So I mean, kicking us off, we've got to go with Alonso here. I feel like he's got 3 goals in 2 games. He's got his red card, so he's not playing against Bayern in the return leg. So you know that he's going to be most likely playing, and they've actually got some decent run of fixtures as well. So they've got Everton at home and then Villa away in the next 2. Before, who knows what happens with all these blank game weeks, double game weeks, all this stuff, which we're going to touch on, don't you? Well, we've got you guys. But basically, yeah, like for him to just come out of nowhere, haven't played in like something like 8 odd game weeks, and come back with a 1 goal return and then a double. Well, this is just ludicrous. So I think he's someone you've got to look at. He's bombarding forward. He's just looking amazing again down that wing, Mick.
No, great shout, mate. For me, top transfer in is I can't go past is how do you pronounce his name? Ismaila Sarr. His performance against Liverpool was literally earth-shattering. 2 goals and an assist. The way he took that second goal was just absolute class.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, he's priced so kindly. Watford's fixtures are not so bad. He's 6.3 million. I know he's only played the last. He got 21 minutes last game week, and he played 81 this week. But he's back. He's in form. He defeated Liverpool, Joff. That's what he did. He did it. No one else could do it all season. Teams couldn't do it. Sarr did it on his own, Joff. That's a big
respect.
thing.
Yeah,
that's a big thing. So Sarr, man, I'm looking at him. If I was to wildcard this week, he would definitely be my 4th midfielder, taking up that ugly Barnes spot that I've got right there. Moving on, double game week focus, Job. Double game week 29. We're honing in on it, Job. Who are you looking at?
So the best for look, we probably should give 1 or 2 anyway. So I think the first one is KDB, straight up. We all should own him. He's on penalties. He's definitely a captain choice, which we're going to speak to a little bit lower down here. But yeah, I think that if you don't own KDB, you need to get him. And I guess for me, like a real budget option, I know he's playing out of position. Mitch mentioned in the podcast, but Saka, I think if you need an enabler, he's not a bad option there. And what about yourself, man?
Yeah, mate, no, some good shouts there. I'm looking at Aubameyang, Joff. Aubameyang probably be the first transfer I make this week. This seems like a no-brainer. West Ham at home and then away to City. I like those fixtures. I like Aubameyang. this Arteta team is looking decent. So definitely Aubameyang is one to consider. If not, just do it, just take the hit. Otherwise, maybe the City defense. You can look at someone like Walker or even, dare I say, Job Sharknado, Benjamin Mendy.
Oh, Benji. Yeah, no.
5.5 million. I checked it as soon as I found out double game week. So something to think about there. A few players in there for the double game week. But yeah, I'm looking to bring in a few of these players, Joff. I'm probably going to bring in Aubameyang, maybe Walker. We'll see how many hits I take. All right, let's move on to your punt of the week, Joff. Who you got under 10% owned for this double game week?
So we're just thinking Pepe. I mean, 3.7%. He's just so much of a differential to be a good option. He could actually explode. West Ham at home is going to be a game where I think he can really kind of rise and do some damage. And who knows on the break against City as well. So he obviously hasn't done heaps this season, but in his last 2 games, he's got 22 points altogether. So I think Pepe could be a really good option, just a out of the blue option anyway. And what about yourself anyway?
Oh, very nice. I like that. I've gone for Mahrez. Now, he's actually only owned by 7.1%, so he does come into the punt. I thought he was going to be over, but works out well. But the only problem with Mahrez, the reason we don't own him is because of Pep Roulette. We're not sure if he's going to get minutes. But he has got minutes in the past. Not sustainable, though, I don't think. So someone to look at. He did play three games in a row, 20, 21, and 22, all 90 minutes in there. And, yeah, he delivers the goods, 7 goals, 10 assists on the season. He gets in the box. He plays for this City team that is damaging when they want to be. So I think they're going to end the season strong. And I reckon he's going to rely on Mahrez a bit more pep towards the end of the season. So something to look at there. Moving on to our captain choices, Joff, for double game week 29. I keep saying blank. Who you got? Who are you thinking about for this double game week?
I'm just thinking Salah. I spoke about it on the podcast as well. I know it's easy to just go to Auba or KDB, and I still might land on that. I'm not sure, depending on if I make any transfers to get Auba in. But I just think that Salah, he's scored in his last 5 against Bournemouth, and he got a hat-trick in one of those games. So he's a really good option. And he played 10 minutes, I think, in that midweek game as well. So yeah, I think I'm on Salah, but obviously with an option to KDB, probably. What about yourself?
Yeah, at the moment, mine's on KDB because I don't own Aubameyang just yet. But choosing between those two is going to be very difficult. But one of them will definitely be my captain this week because I'm pretty sure that my transfer will be Aubameyang in, guaranteed. So I'm tossing up between KDB and Aubameyang. Currently, it's on Aubameyang, but we'll see what happens when Auba enters my team again.
True. See how it looks, huh?
That's it. All right, guys. Well, good luck in your double game week 29. We hope you've helped out. We've helped you out with some hits and tips on how you're going to tackle it. If you did enjoy this video, hit that subscribe, give us a like. And so what we're going to do, we're going to do a game from game week 30. We're going to do a take FPL, take the hit, patron only cup. So if you want to be a part of that, all you got to do is be a patron. Head over to patreon.com/FPL Take the Hit. Obviously, all our patrons out there, everyone that's watching, you are a part of this cup already. You automatically get entered if you are a patron. If you're not, jump in and get a patron. We're going to offer a free t-shirt at the end of it and also a tier upgrade if you win this FPL Cup, points starting from game week 30. So if your season's over, it's really not just over just yet, is it, John?
That's it. There's still a bit more to play for anyway. And it's the most fun part. Obviously, there's going to be lots of hits and misses and a lot of fun. So no, I'm glad we're doing this cup and just a bit of fun, just so we can all the show can go on for us all anyway.
That's it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As we said, FPL Take the Hit. Always remember to stay positive.
Keep chasing them green arrows, guys.
Good luck in double game week 29, guys. Take the hit. Take the hit. Take the hit.